Welcome to the Penn State tutorial on Brazen, our university's chosen virtual career fair platform. Regardless of what college or campus virtual career fair you plan on attending, this tutorial is aimed at providing you with a basic training to have a successful interaction with Penn State students. The tutorial is designed for you to view at your leisure and will be followed up with an opportunity to attend a live demo session in Brazen. From all of us at Penn State, we welcome you and look forward to hosting you at our virtual career fairs. I am Matt Stein, Program Coordinator in Career Services at University Park, and it's my pleasure to bring this training tutorial to you. We will certainly walk through this opportunity for you and provide an opportunity for you to attend some live demo sessions as well. But as we work through today's session, I want to review what we'll be talking about. First, we'll be talking about how to log into the Brazen Virtual Career Fair event for yourself, how to build your successful employer booth and market that to students so that you can have the highest visibility in regards to the students attending your booth and participating and interacting with you and your representatives in the virtual career fair. I'll give you some additional resources, including some resources that Brazen has put together as well. And then lastly, have a great event, which is what this is all about. So first, what I would like to do is walk you through some screenshots as we work through this, and then I'll transition to actually demonstrating it to you in the Brazen platform itself. So the first step in successfully entering the event is to log in. So when you register for an online event in the Brazen platform, the event host will create your booth, and you'll receive an automated email with instructions to log in and complete your booth. Be on the lookout for an email titled Booth Owner Login Details with the specific event name that you have registered for. We recommend setting your booth up as soon as you receive that email so that participants who register for the event are able to learn more about your organization and you can maximize your marketing opportunities. I will share with you what that sample email looks like so that you can be on the lookout for it. If you have participated in a previous online event, you can log into Control Center using your email address and the password you created previously. This is the Brazen Control Center that I'm referencing. If this is your first time participating in an online event on the Brazen platform, you will receive a temporary password to log in with. Log into the Control Center, and if you need login assistance, you can always reach out to repsupport@brazen.com. So as you look at the login page here, it's simply logging in with your credentials, your email address, and the password that you've created. Again, if you've forgotten your password, Brazen provides a simple link, forgot password, that you can click on, and they will send you an opportunity to update your password. So follow the instructions and link in your email. This should look like the next slide, which I'm about to show you. Again, as I said, if you need login assistance, please reach out to repsupport@brazen.com. I'll take this time to also indicate that if you experience any technical difficulties both before or after your virtual career fair event hosted in Brazen, you can always reach out to repsupport@brazen.com so that they can provide assistance. Brazen representatives are standing by during Penn State events, anticipating that representatives and students need support and help, and this is an opportunity for you to get help in a very timely manner. So the email that you'll be receiving from Brazen after the event manager has set up your booth for you in terms of inviting you as the booth owner to establish your booth and customize your content looks very similar to the one on the screen. It certainly indicates the time, the event, the specific event, the date of the event, and some training videos as well as the one I'm providing here. And I'll certainly reference those in this opportunity as well. But as you can see, there is a nice login and build your booth button, which is hopefully a reminder to you to do that as soon as possible, again, so that participants can see and you can maximize the marketing opportunities for your organization. Once you log in to the Brazen platform, whether you've been in the platform before or if this is your first time and you've just set up your account, you'll notice that there's an opportunity. In our generic booth that's illustrated on the screen, it's entitled Meet the Acme Team. Certainly, once you customize your booth, This will say what you want it to do and highlight your booth and your organization specifically. But after clicking on Edit next to your booth on the main screen of the Control Center, a screen will appear with 4 tabs to manage booth settings: Content, Representatives, and Opportunities. Always be sure to save your edits before moving on to additional tabs. Click the blue Preview button in the lower right corner to review your work as you're working through it. As you can see from the screenshot, there's a tab for Settings, Content, Representatives, and Opportunities. A note here, booth type is actually set by the event manager, and you will not be able to customize that. I will say, as a general rule, most Penn State event managers are encouraging text, video, and audio interaction for you as recruiters to engage and interact with Penn State students. From the student perspective, we are also coaching students that if you are initiating a video interaction, that students are to take that video interaction because it will lead to a more engaged interaction between you and the Penn State student. Also in this, when you click on the content, there's a booth title. The booth title will be displayed in the event lobby and within your actual booth. This will help attendees identify your organization in the event. In our example on the screen, Meet the Acme Team could identify your specific organization as the booth title. The booth logo is an opportunity for you. It's usually your organization's logo and will be displayed within the actual booth. Square logos are recommended. They are more compatible in the Brazen platform, and they will display much better and logically in the overall event. The booth image is the image that will be displayed on the booth when viewing from the event lobby. So in a career fair, just as it would be in person, there are many booths representing many organizations in the large career fair in some large space. In the virtual space, as in the Brazen Virtual Career Fair platform, your booth image will be incorporated with all the other organizations' booth images. There's also a social section where you can add links to your organization's social networks. So when you click on the Content tab of editing your booth, it allows you to manage the information and multimedia that participants will see once they enter your booth from the event lobby. Each booth can display up to 3 tabs of content: a Home, Opportunities, and Custom tab to use at your discretion. To display the Opportunities and/or Custom tab, be sure to enable the Opportunities and Custom tab in the setting. In this section, you'll learn how to use the following components of the content section. A title. The title is a specific title to encourage participants to click on your customized tabs. A banner image. The banner image is a large image that is displayed above content in your booth. This is an opportunity to bring your employer branding to life with a logo or other photo. Overlay text. Optimize your banner image with additional text. And content. Upload custom content to educate candidates further on your branding, your opportunities, your company's culture, mission, or whatever else is pertinent to your organization. Again, I'm giving you a static image as we walk through the slideshow, but in a few moments, I'll transition to actually working in the Brazen platform so you can actually see what we've discussed here. The booth preview content is a teaser that can be viewed from the lobby when a participant hovers their cursor over your booth. So as you can see, on the back end for this particular booth, my booth preview content, I indicated Meet Acme teammates from various departments with an exclamation point. What that looks like in the lobby to the candidates, to the Penn State students that are viewing this, is in the lower right that you can see on the current screen. Meet the Acme teammates from various departments. So as they hover over your image and your booth logo in the lobby, that's what will show up. The Opportunities tab in your settings is a space to introduce or summarize opportunities or programs or open position that your organization has. So use the custom tab to include any further information that makes your organization stand out. It can include information about your mission statement, benefits, videos, resources, hyperlinks to your organization's website, or literature that attendees might find useful or informative regarding your organization. The organizational video allows you to embed a video which introduces your organization or additional employment information. Just as a note, you can include all of these features, and we like to refer to them as bells and whistles, to attract candidates to your booth, but not all of them are necessary to have successful engagements and interactions with Penn State students. The representative tab is perhaps arguably the most important tab when you go in as the booth owner and set up your booth. It's the idea that adding representatives to your booth as soon as possible to prevent any conflict during your live event. When a representative is added, they will receive an automatic email from notifications@brazen.com with login instructions. If you, as the booth owner, would like to participate in the event, you will have to add yourself under the representatives tabs as well. I will indicate most Penn State event managers in the registration fee for Penn State virtual career fairs are encouraging unlimited representatives for your organization. You, as the booth owner, will have to go in and individually add each of your representatives, your recruiters, into the booth representatives. As the booth owner, as you can see on the current screen, the individual representatives have registered except for one. Bill Barlow has not registered. So you, as the booth owner, should be very conscientious of your representatives and who has responded to that email and who hasn't, and encourage your representatives to make sure that they are registering themselves so that they are prepared to enter the live event when the actual event is occurring. There are some resources that Brazen has provided in regards to booth editing. You could certainly Google Brazen booth editing. I will certainly include these in some of the correspondence that we are sending out through the Penn State career fair teams. There's also an embedded video on how to edit your booth as well. What is important here is the screenshot that you see here is what a lobby actually looks like from a student's perspective. So it gives you an idea. So when you go in and set up your booth, according to the instructions that I just delivered to you, you can actually see what that will look like for a student. It also indicates how many representatives you have available and the approximate wait time that a student can expect given the current line that you have for students talking to your recruiters. Certainly, we are entertaining questions. We are here for you. Contact your campus or college career office for assistance. Again, for technical assistance, please contact Brazen at repsupport@brazen.com. I do want to transition this to kind of hosting you in the live Brazen platform as well. I would also encourage you that for the demonstration purposes and these demos that you'll be invited to, that don't spend a lot of time setting up your booth and making it fancy as I've just described. These are demo events, and the content that you create in these demo events for your booths will not be transferred to the actual live event. So please don't spend your time and resources setting up your booth and making them elaborate for these demo events. Spend the time, spend your resources in setting up the actual booth for the live events. So I'm going to transition over to the actual live event. So as you can see, this is the Brazen login screen. This is where you'll put your login credentials, whether it's your first time or you're returning. Again, if you have forgotten your password, Brazen has a link that you can click on and they'll send you updated login information. So as I log in, my screen may look slightly different than yours since I'm an event manager. Yours as a booth owner will be taken to the booths page. And as you can see here, the booth has, as I indicated earlier, a settings, a content, a representatives, and an opportunities tab. So when I click on the settings tab, as I illustrated, generally, as I mentioned, the event manager will have already established the booth type. As I already mentioned, most Penn State event managers are encouraging text, video, and audio interactions, both from the recruiter side and the student side. But here is what I described earlier, where you can put the title of your booth, the name of your company, booth code not really important, but if you are a booth manager and managing perhaps several different booths for your organization, you may want to put a unique booth code. As an example, if you're an employer and your organization has a booth that is hiring for HR professionals and also for IT professionals, you should delineate that in the booth code. So on the back end, you can keep track of that. Here is the opportunity to add and upload your booth logo. Again, generally your organization's logo. Your booth image is the image that will be displayed on the booth when viewing from the event lobby. I have seen some very creative booth images. Just to give you an example, I've seen some outside of a company. Instead of putting the logo, perhaps a really nice nature-esque picture of the organization taken from the outside is very attractive to students as they engage and interact with the lobby. You will also see the opportunity to add your social to your booth here. As I indicated it earlier, make sure you save your work every chance that you get. If you'd like to preview your work, you can preview it with this blue button in the bottom right corner as well. I'm going to transition and click on the content tab at this time. Content is what students will see in your booth lobby, recall. Enter to learn more and engage in one-on-one chats. You should probably customize that in regards to how you want that to appear to students and candidates as they engage in the virtual career fair. You can certainly include a title, a banner image, any overlay text that you'd like to see as it's displayed, and any content. And certainly in the content, you can include opportunities. Again, as I mentioned, your organization's mission, perhaps your company's statement or opportunities or resources or benefits that you'd like to provide for them as well. You can certainly include opportunities. Perhaps you have some current internships that you're hiring for, or you have some full-time needs. You can certainly post those there so that students can view those as well. Again, at any time, you can certainly make sure that you save the work that you've done, as well as preview what that looks like within the actual event. I'm going to transition to the representatives tab. Again, arguably, this is the most important part. It is very simple to assign representatives. I simply would click on new. I would add the email of the representative that you wish to add, their first name and last name, and click OK. And it adds them as a representative. The drop-off notes feature is important as well. I'd encourage you to put a recruiter, or maybe you as the booth owner, put their email address or yours in there as well and click save. What that does, that email address is not visible to students. What it does is, in the event that the live virtual career fair ends, it will give students an opportunity to send you a note that says, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm interested in this position. It allows you as a recruiter or the booth owner to follow up with them if you so choose, if you hadn't had a chance to interact with them during the live event. The opportunities tab does allow you to add opportunities, again, whether it's an internship that you're currently offering or a full-time position, and you would simply click new and enter the information that you wish to add. Very simple to set up your booth. Again, I wanted to walk you through this. Hopefully this tutorial is helpful. You can certainly find resources in the Brazen platform itself, both articles and video walkthroughs. You can always contact your college or campus career office and we can support you. If you experience technical difficulties, please email repsupport@brazen.com, both before and during the actual live event. We are here for you at Penn State. Thank you for registering for our virtual career fairs. Have a great event.